Imagine being the most famous woman in the world, loved by millions, yet trapped in a life of secrets, lies, and betrayal. Princess Diana's story isn't just a fairy tale gone wrong. It's a web of scandals the British royal family never wanted you to know. What really happened behind palace walls? And why are some truths still buried today? Stick around, because what you're about to hear will change how you see the people's princess forever. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into Diana's shocking secrets, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. We're uncovering explosive details today that mainstream media ignores. And trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's get started. The fairy tale that wasn't. Let's take a step back to 1981, when a young, shy 19-year-old Diana Spencer became the world's most famous bride, marrying Prince Charles in a ceremony that seemed straight out of a fairy tale. The world watched in awe as she walked down the aisle in her stunning 25-foot train, but behind the glitter and grandeur was a cold, calculated arrangement. Diana later revealed in explosive interviews that Charles never truly loved her. He reportedly belittled her, calling her childish, and mocked her struggles with bulimia, a condition she battled in secret. Shockingly, their marriage was already crumbling before they even said, "I do." Why? Because Charles was still deeply entangled with Camilla Parker Bowles, his longtime lover. But here's the bombshell. The royal family knew. Insiders claim Queen Elizabeth herself pressured Charles to marry Diana, fearing Camilla's past relationships made her unsuitable for a future king. Diana wasn't just a bride, she was a pawn in a carefully orchestrated royal PR stunt. The fairy tale was a facade, and Diana's heartbreak was the price paid to maintain the monarchy's image. What's even more shocking, Diana's own family allegedly encouraged the match, knowing full well the emotional toll it would take on her. This wasn't love, it was duty, and Diana paid the ultimate price for it. The palace's silent war against Diana. Diana's charisma and compassion made her a global icon, but it also made her a threat to the monarchy's rigid traditional image. She broke protocol by hugging AIDS patients, speaking openly about mental health, and refusing to conform to the royal family's expectations. And the palace hated it. Leaked memos from the 1980s reveal senior aides scheming to tone Diana down, with one even suggesting she be sent to a remote estate to avoid embarrassment. But Diana wasn't one to be silenced. She fought back, secretly collaborating with journalists to share her side of the story. Her infamous 1995 BBC interview was a turning point, where she dropped the jaw-dropping line, "There were 3 of us in this marriage." The royals retaliated swiftly. They stripped her of the HRH title, froze her out of official events, and allegedly spread damaging rumors to the press. Yet despite their efforts, Diana's popularity only grew. The question is, why was the institution so terrified of one woman? The answer lies in her ability to connect with people on a deeply human level, something the monarchy had long lost. Diana's authenticity threatened their carefully constructed image, and they were willing to go to extreme lengths to suppress her. What's even more shocking, some insiders claim the palace actively encouraged the media's relentless pursuit of Diana, hoping to discredit her. But in the end, their attempts to silence her only made her voice louder. Diana's secret battles with mental health. Behind Diana's radiant smile and glamorous public persona was a woman battling profound inner turmoil. She struggled with chronic depression, self-harm, and eating disorders for years, often feeling isolated and misunderstood. In her own words, "I was crying out for help, but all I got was punishment." Palace doctors allegedly dismissed her cries for help, prescribing sleeping pills and antidepressants instead of offering the therapy she desperately needed. One former staffer revealed that senior royals viewed her mental health struggles as a weakness, a stain on the monarchy's pristine image, but Diana refused to be defined by their judgment. She turned her pain into power, becoming the first royal to openly discuss mental health. In her groundbreaking 1995 BBC interview, she said, "You can't comfort the sick without understanding their darkness." Her vulnerability didn't just humanize her, it sparked a global conversation about mental health that continues to this day. What's even more shocking, Diana's struggles were exacerbated by the palace's refusal to acknowledge her pain. Insiders claim she was often ridiculed for her emotional outbursts, with some even suggesting she was unstable. Yet Diana's courage in sharing her story helped millions feel less alone. Her legacy isn't just one of glamour and grace. It's a testament to the strength it takes to confront your darkest moments and emerge stronger. The media's double-edged sword. Diana's relationship with the press was a dangerous dance of manipulation and exploitation. She masterfully used the media to shape her image, granting exclusive interviews and staging photo ops to control the narrative. narrative, but the paparazzi's obsession with her became lethal. In 1993, Diana secretly recorded audio diaries exposing how tabloids bribed palace staff, friends, and even her own employees to betray her. A maid sold intimate details about her eating disorders for £5,000. A bodyguard leaked records of her suicide attempts to The Sun. Shockingly, her closest confidants, including a personal secretary, were caught passing notes to journalists. But the most sinister twist, evidence suggests the royal family actively encouraged the media's harassment to tarnish her reputation. After her divorce, anonymous palace sources branded her unstable and manipulative, a smear campaign eerily mirrored decades later with Meghan Markle. Former royal correspondent Richard Kay revealed that senior aides fed false stories to the press, framing Diana as a loose cannon to justify stripping her of royal privileges. Even her humanitarian work was spun as attention-seeking. The palace's collusion with the media wasn't just cruel, it was calculated. Diana once confided to a friend, "They want me destroyed, and the press is their weapon." Tragically, that weapon ultimately contributed to her death in a Paris tunnel, chased by paparazzi who'd been tipped off about her whereabouts. The forbidden love affairs. After her divorce, Diana embraced freedom, and her love life became a ticking time bomb for the monarchy. Her two most explosive relationships were buried by secrecy and fear. First, Dr. Hasnat Khan, a Pakistani heart surgeon she called the love of my life. Their 2-year affair was conducted in shadows. Diana disguised herself in wigs to visit his apartment, while Khan refused to marry her, terrified of racist backlash and media chaos. Letters later revealed Diana begged him, "I'd give up everything to be with you." But the palace allegedly intervened, pressuring Khan to end the relationship. Then came Dodi Fayed, the billionaire playboy who showered her with lavish gifts. Their romance was cut short by tragedy, but not before Diana wrote a chilling note to her butler, Paul Burrell. "They're planning an accident in my car, brake failure, or serious head injury." Even more shocking, MI6 files leaked in 2021 revealed the royals had Diana under surveillance during her trips with Dodi. Phone transcripts show Charles's team discussing how to neutralize the relationship, fearing a Muslim stepfather for Prince William. Diana's friends claim she was pregnant with Dodi's child at the time of her death, a secret that could have shattered the monarchy's image. The mysterious death that still haunts us. Diana's death in a Paris tunnel on August 31st, 1997 wasn't just a tragedy, it was a geopolitical earthquake. While officials blamed drunk driver Henri Paul and the paparazzi, evidence points to something far darker. A French medic who treated Diana at the crash site swore under oath she was 6 weeks pregnant, a claim backed by embalmer Pierre Chassot, who revealed her body was quickly embalmed to destroy toxicology evidence. Witnesses reported a mysterious white Fiat that rammed the Mercedes before vanishing, a car later linked to intelligence agents. Trevor Rees-Jones, Diana's bodyguard and the crash's sole survivor, miraculously recovered from catastrophic injuries but claimed he remembered nothing. The 2007 inquest ruled Diana was unlawfully killed due to gross negligence, yet no one faced consequences. Why? Former MI5 officer Richard Tomlinson testified that the crash mirrored an old MI6 assassination method, using bright flashes to blind drivers. Even Diana's own words haunt the case. In a 1996 letter, she wrote, "They're planning my death and it'll be disguised as an accident." Recent revelations are worse. Classified documents show the British government pressured French authorities to halt investigations. The truth, Diana knew too much, loved too boldly, and threatened too many powerful people. Her death wasn't an accident. It was a warning, the legacy they couldn't erase. Diana's enemies tried to bury her influence. They failed. From William and Harry's humanitarian work to global mental health advocacy, her spirit lives on. But let's be real, the royal family still struggles with her shadow. When Meghan Markle echoed Diana's struggles in 2021, history repeated itself. Coincidence? Or proof the institution never changed? Diana's final revenge, making the world see the monarchy for what it truly is, a gilded cage built on secrets. And thanks to her, we'll never stop asking questions. If you made it this far, you're officially a Diana truth seeker. Smash that subscribe button. We've got way more royal exposés coming. Drop a comment. Do you think Diana's death was an accident? Let's debate. Don't forget to like and share this video. Together, we'll keep her legacy alive. Until next time, stay curious.